what MAC has started is a work in progress, and that where I hope it ends is the permanent institutionalization of this voice inside the member advisory committee, and therefore a direct voice to the health policy board. I very strongly believe that consumers are agents of transformation just as much as our CCOs and our providers and our agency is. They are the voice that can help us do all that we have set about to do much better. So I appreciate the work that's going into this. It is not an easy process, and it is not by any means established at this point. So I appreciate the work you're doing, Lavinia and others, Jackie and everyone else on the committee, to make this real over the long term.
And we appreciate you, Ellen.
All right. So Lavinia and others, thank you very much. This is a very inspiring time and work that's being done. So thank you. Continue on. It's much needed. We're going to switch gears a little bit. Jeremiah and I spent last Wednesday afternoon, I believe it was, February 17th, at the Oregon Health Policy Board virtual retreat. And all of the committees of the board shared details about their past work products, their current work focus, and then their future needs to get guidance from OHPB and input. It was quite a robust conversation, presentation, and it was really humbling to see all of this at work, and especially what has been done over the past 10 years. So some of the highlights that I want to give you right now, the policy board, along with the 8 committees of the board, they gave this vast list of accomplishments in Oregon's health system transformation, which was quite impressive. I've only been in Oregon now about 6 years, so it was a really good chronological thing to see for me. There was a lot of discussion about the need for cross-committee collaboration to advance collective goals, and then what the board's role is in synthesizing and aligning the work across the committees. So there was a lot of discussion and a lot of synergy on this topic. Consistent with OHA's goals to eliminate health inequities by 2030, there was an equity focus throughout all the committee work, recurring themes. And then, as we've heard today, some data challenges continue to pose a significant barrier to the work. So the MAC's role in elevating consumer voice is important, just like we've just heard. And there's about 3 points where that's included. And thank you for putting the slide on. The CCO 2.0 progress monitoring regarding HST objectives, of course, the waiver development, and then also the OHA's goal of eliminating health inequities by 2030. There was a lot of ongoing discussion about the liaison role, and that's where an OHPB member is assigned to work closely with a committee. Unfortunately, MAC doesn't have a liaison at this point. The goal is for all committees to have an OHPB liaison, and discussions are underway to work out those details. So I'm happy to, I thought it was a really great positive experience. I'm happy to answer any questions that anyone might have regarding this recap. And yes, thank you, Margie, for advancing the slide. And there's Lavinia. Wonderful. Lavinia,
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was really interested in the cross-committee collaboration. Was there a particular committee that they were thinking that the MAC should collaborate with? Just all of them?
Not that I recall, but Jackie certainly jump in. I don't think they drilled down to specifics at that point. It was just a recurring theme of we really need to have this cross-committee collaboration.
Yeah, I think one of the comments was that really the board can serve as a synthesizer in terms of all of the work that the committees are doing so that we're all working toward those collective goals, right? And I think creating some visibility into what the other committees are working on so that we are, again, all working together. I'm happy to continue working on getting those updates so that we can continue this conversation and share out details as they develop.
Thank you very much, Jackie.
Yeah.
Will there be a summary of the list of accomplishments that each of the committees shared? And, you know, it would be interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm happy to follow up on that. Absolutely.
That'd be great.
And Tammy.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you heard any hints or information about other efforts to involve consumer voice, patient voice in any of the other work. Just curious. If so, it was a great place to align for us.
If it was not to the scope that I think what we're doing here. It's recognized, but I don't recall hearing specific diving in like we're doing. And looks like those are all of our questions. And so at this time, it's time for public comment. So do we have anyone on the line for public comment? I'm just looking in the chat box as well.
I don't see any hands up. I don't see any
or...
chats. Yeah, same.
Yeah, I don't either. Wow, we are better than the airlines, making up for lost time. So before we close the meeting, are there any closing thoughts or comments or loose ends that we need to take care of? All right, seeing none, I will entertain a motion for us to adjourn this session of the MAC. Well, I'll go ahead and I'm happy to make a motion that we adjourn.
Do you need us to second? I'll second.
That's great. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And any opposed? All right, fantastic. Thank you everyone for your time and flexibility, and hope that you have a great time until we're together again. Thank you.
Thank you.
You.